4.7, solving linear equations using graphs. Now we're really only going to do the last part of this, of the notes, go right to the examples because that just makes it the easiest to understand. And then I have your worksheet, what it looks like up on this, and we'll go over a couple of those together so you know what to expect and what your homework looks like. All right, so cross this out for now. Cross that out, please. And that. And let's go right to these two problems. Yeah, I told you it wasn't going to be very long today. Now these two problems are just like the back side of your worksheet. There are 6 problems like this on the back of your worksheet. And here, I'll even show you what they look like. There's the front, here's the back. You'll have 6 of them just like this on the back side of your worksheet. Whoa, it keeps going. There we go. Crazy. Yep. Yep. All right. Now, on your notes, these are just like the ones on the back side of your worksheet. The only difference is here's number 1, and then what I've done on your worksheet is I've rewritten the problem down here again on your worksheet. So do this, please. 3x plus 24 equals a negative x. Right? So your worksheet looks just like that. Down here, this is where you need to just solve for the x. You just do this algebraically. We were doing this, what, the second, third week of school? Draw your line down the equal sign. If I want to solve for x, what do I need to do to solve this equation so I can get an answer for what x equals? You want to subtract 24? I don't have anything over here to subtract it from. You guys want to minus the 3x? And get it over here with this negative 1x?
Yeah.
Okay. Minus 3x to both sides. That cancels out. I have 24 equals what?
Negative 4x.
Yep. Negative 4x. Now I need to divide by a negative 4. What does x equal, everybody?
6.
Negative 6. Circle your answer. We agree? Now what does that tell us? X is a negative 6. Instead of our y-intercept, we just solved for our x. On our x-axis, negative 6. Right there. Put a dot on yours. We just solved for the x. So when everybody gets to the back of the worksheet, they kind of like to do this one first. They do the bottom part first, solve for the x, because they know where the x-intercept is at on their graph then. And why would you want to do that? This is why. Question?
Does it matter which way the line is facing?
Yep. Yep, because we can't draw, this is already on your, I wish this wasn't here, but this is all on your packet too, so I put it on mine. Because we couldn't draw our line right now. We don't have enough information to put that line there, do we? All we know is that x is at the 6, negative 6. This is all we know right now. That line could go in a bazillion different ways. So we need to figure out how to get this on the graph. And what are you thinking? There's no
Y.
Yeah, there's no y. No biggie. No biggie whatsoever. When possible, move everything over to the left. Let's rearrange this. So what kind of, this is a minus 1x. If I move everything over here onto the left side, what would I do to this 1x? I would add a 1x. And I would add a 1x to this x, not to the 24. Combine your like terms. And what do I end up with now?
4x
I end up with 4x plus 24 equals 0. Because those canceled out, right? Does this look like in any certain form that we've been doing for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks? What do we call that? If the 0 is gone. Yes, function form or slope-intercept form. So now it's in function form. So what you do there, I wrote really big. You guys don't write as big as I do. So once we rearrange that, we need to have that equation written on the top of our graph. And we just said it's y equals. And what did we say it was?
4.
Yep, 4x plus 24. Look at that. Now, if this line wasn't here for us already, we could graph our equation. Because we figured out from this information that x is a -6, so we would put, instead of starting on the y, we start on our x. What is our slope? Our k/m. What is our slope?
4.
Yes, 4 over 1. So from here, where would I go?
Over 1.
Over which way 1? Left or right? Right 1 and,
Up 4.
okay, and all these goes by 2. So right 1, up 4. So it'd be right there. Right 1, oh, up 4, my bad. Not 3. Oh, goodness. Okay, so right 1 and up, what did I say? 4? So you're going to be right here, right 1, up 4, or you go backwards, right 1, down 4. Or excuse me, left 1, down 4, left 1, down 4. Now we can draw our line. Use your straight edge, and you have to draw these lines on your graphs on the back. They're not there for you. You have to put them on there. Questions on that one? All right, let's practice one more so you know what the back of your worksheet will look like. What do you want to do first? Let's do this one the other way. Let's do the y. Let's rearrange it and get it into function form. So, get this over here. What do I need to do? Add 3x? Minus 3x? What is it? You want to move everything over here?
Yeah.
But then if we did that, I'd minus 2x, I'd have 6 equals a 1x. Then I'm going to have to move one or the other again. That's kind of more work than we want to do, isn't it?
Minus 3x.
Yeah, you could. I want to just make it short and sweet here. I'm just going to move this over here. So minus the 3x. And then I've got my 0 over here. What's left now on this side? A negative 1x plus 6. Now how do I write that? Am I done? So y equals 6 minus 1x, right? No, why not?
Because the variable has to go first.
Right, wrong order. Not in function form. The x has to come right behind the equal sign. So I have to have a minus 1x plus 6. Right, so now here's the equation. Oh, I was going to point something out to you over here. When we rearrange this, we got y equals 4x plus 24, right? So if we did that first, what's my y-intercept? 24. Ooh, oh, wait a minute. There's no 24 on my graph, and I can't guesstimate a 24. That'd be way up there. So it's like, I can't, well, that's why if you solve for the x, then like we did down here, 3x plus 24 equaled that negative x. What did we solve for? X equaled negative 6. That's why, well, now I have a place to start on the graph. Because you're not going to be able to get that y-intercept on there. Now in this case, can I get my y-intercept on it? Yeah, in this case it fits on my graph, so if you wanted to, you could put it out there. And then we could go right one, down one, right one, down one, left one, up one, and so on. But even if you can graph it from that, you still, on your worksheet, this will be down here, 2x plus 6 equals 3x. You still have to prove algebraically that, let's see if we did this right. Does it go through the 6? If you did it right, let's prove it algebraically. You still have to solve for your x down here. What do you want to do first? This is a plus 2x, so minus 2x. 6 equals 1x. Is that the same as what? Yeah, it's the same as just x equals 6. Did we do it right? X is 6. We did it right. Questions? All right. Now let's explain the front of the worksheet a little bit. Let's do one together here.
Where's that?
Probably a little bit too big. Where's my? Can't find my custom. Anyway, I'll have to just go to height. To width. That's bigger. Okay, we'll go with this. All right, the front of the worksheet's like this. You have to match. We have A, B, C, D, E, and F that we have to match with 1, 4 through 9, I guess. I don't know how that got misnumbered, but anywho, here we go. Letter A. Get that into function form. What would I get? Well, this is just 3x equals 6. I could bring the 6 over, right? Minus 6, and then in that case I would get what? 3x minus 6, y would equal 3x minus 6, right?
Oh.
So I go over here, because I rearranged it and we did it correctly, but I go over here and I'm thinking, Mrs. Lennon, it's not over there and I did it right. 3x minus 6 isn't even over here. I want a new worksheet. Is the answer there?
Yeah.
Yes, but they didn't move the 6 over. What did they do? They minus the 3x. So now we have 0 equals a negative 3x plus 6. Y equals a negative 3x plus 6. Is that one there?
Yeah.
There it is. Okay? So don't freak out if I did it right and it's not there. Maybe they did it the other way then. So reverse it the other way to see if you can find it. That's the top part, and then this is on the bottom of the worksheet. All you have to do is rearrange it to get it to be y equals, like you did at the top part of the graphs here, okay? You do not have to solve for y, or excuse me, x. You do not have to do the solving for x on this part. This is just practicing rearranging it. Now, can we get different answers? Just like on the top, the book did it one way, maybe you did it the other. Maybe you'll do them one way and maybe your neighbor does them the other. Does that mean one's right, one's wrong? No. So there's a possible 2 different answers for each one. Okay? Even though if we were to graph them, they'd still have the same x-intercept. Okay? So that is your homework for tomorrow. I'll hand that out.